I'm still trying to learn this stuff. Okay, there we are. Hang on, let me share this. Copy. Alright, I'm ready. Hey, I'm ready, Bubba. Yeah.
And here comes the Navy offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Gets rid of it. Grabbed near the marker. It's Clayton. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Joyner.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
The Bears will try to pick it up on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 10. Touchdown, Missouri State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Toss to the outside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Korn. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. All right, guys, let's talk just a little about Missouri State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Gonna look downfield again. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Defense in press coverage. They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Corn. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Corn. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Looking left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. And now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they are knocking on the door.
Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They'll go right back to him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Here's a heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And Navy will go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's looking to pass. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Run it with the fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 27 over Appalachian State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. Going for it all. He's got it down the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Corn. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down. And we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cooks.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, midshipman. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
You know you got Joyner banned for the next game, right?
Take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's George. At the 45 on his way. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This time they'll go to the running game. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
I have no idea what my guys are doing.
Play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession.
Good shame on your part. Terrible on mine.
Right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes the easy completion. Powers through the defender. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Navy quick to the line.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it. Hits the open man. Creates a little space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Let's go. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. The 20.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolute shank. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing it.
Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Good game. No, it really wasn't. Not on my part. I've got a bad defense.
And the quarterback takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch
Good
plays,
game on your part,
guys
though.
delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves.